Hello, Miss Citra. Now we're going to present you about natural disaster. I'm Johannes Friesen number 16, and there's also Jovita Patricia number 17, Mary Caroline number 18, Oritrix number 22, and Sarah Josephine number 26. Okay, so there are natural disasters such as a hurricane, earthquake, tornado, or tsunami, or also can called a big surge of water from the ocean that happen because of the weather or other natural conditions. People can cause disasters, like causing an oil spill that pollutes the environment or starting a forest fire. Number 1. Hurricanes. Hurricanes are the most violent storms on Earth. People call these storms by other names, such as typhoons or cyclones, depending on where they occur. The scientific term for all these storms is tropical cyclone. Only tropical cyclones that form over the Atlantic Ocean or Eastern Pacific Ocean are called hurricanes. Whatever they are called, tropical cyclones all form the same way. Tropical cyclones are like giant engines that use warm, moist air as fuel. That is why they form only over warm ocean waters near the equator. The warm, moist air over the ocean rises upward from near the surface. Because this air moves up and away from the surface, there is less air near the surface. Another way to say the same thing is the warm air rises, causing an area of lower air pressure below.
Number 2. Earthquake. An earthquake is caused by a sudden slip on the fault. The tectonic plates are always slowly moving, but they get stuck at their edges due to friction. When the stress on the edge overcomes the friction, there in a earthquake that release energy in waves that travel through the earth and cause the shaking that we California there are two plates and Pacific plates and the North American plate. The Pacific plate consists of the mass of the Pacific Ocean floor on and the California coastline. The North America plate comprises most the North American continent and part of the Atlantic Ocean floor. The primary boundary between these two plates San Andreas Fault. The San Andreas Fault is more plates is than 650 miles long and extend to depths of at least 10 miles. Many other smaller faults like the Hayward or Northern California and the tornadoes are measured on the EF or inch Fujita scale. On the EF scale, the higher the number, a tornado is ranked between 0 until 5. The higher the wind speed on R and consequently the more damage it can do.
5. Tsunami. Tsunami is a large ocean wave that is caused by sudden motion on the ocean floor. This sudden motion could be an earthquake, a powerful volcanic eruption, or an underwater landslide. The impact of a large meteorite could also cause a tsunami. Tsunamis travel across the open ocean at great speeds and build into large deadly waves in the shallow water of a shoreline. Most tsunamis are caused by earthquakes generated in a subduction zone, an area where an oceanic plate is being forced down into the mantle by plate tectonic forces. force. The friction between the subducting plate and the overriding plate is enormous. This friction prevents a slow and steady rate of subduction, and instead the two plates become stuck.
As the stuck plate continues to descend into the mantle, the motion causes a slow destruction of the overriding plate. The result is an accumulation of energy very similar to the energy stored in the compass spring. Energy can accumulate in the overriding plate over a long period of time, decades or even centuries. Energy accumulates in the overriding plate until it exceeds the frictional forces between the two stuck plates. When this happens, the overriding plate snaps back into an unrestrained position. This sudden motion is the cause of tsunami because it gives an enormous shock to the overlying water. At the same time, inland areas of the overriding plate are suddenly lowered. The moving wave begins traveling out from where the earthquake has occurred. Some of water travels out and across the ocean basin, and at the same time, water rushes landward to flow drastically lower shoreline.
Many people have the mistaken belief that tsunami are a single wave. They are not. Instead, tsunami are wave strains consisting of multiple waves. The chart on this page is titled Geoc Record from Onagawa. Japan began at the time of the 1960 Chile earthquake. Time is plotted along the horizontal axis and water level is plotted on the vertical axis. Note the normal rise and fall of the ocean surface caused by tides. During the early part of this record, the recorded are a few waves a little like the normal followed by several much larger waves. In many tsunami events, the shoreline is responded by repeated waves. Thank you.